Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulil kareem, amma ba'd. So, moving on now, we've understood Jumla Khabariya, what Jumla Insha'iyya, Jumla Khabariya is. We discussed the tenses of Jumla Khabariya, all the tenses. And I told you how in Arabic you just have Madi Mudari, and he says Tajaddud Istimrar Tajaddudi. But how there are about 6-7 tenses you can interpret them as present, past habitual, past continuous, simple past, present habitual, present continuous, and then future habituous. Okay. Now we're moving on to why do you want a khabar in the first place? So in total there are two types. One is the primary reason for a khabar, and one is a secondary reason for the khabar. There are two primary reasons. We're discussing those today. And there are many secondary reasons, and they are not unlimited, but there are many. 20 or 30 of them you can count. He's only mentioned about 5-6 in here, but there are many of them. Okay? So we're discussing that today. So before we go ahead, let me summarize it for you. One is, I come to you and I say, somebody's sick. Okay? So you didn't know, and I inform you, he's ill. That's a primary reason of a khabar. That you don't know something, I tell you. Anybody. Somebody is telling somebody that he doesn't know. The second reason is, and you inform somebody of something, not because he doesn't know, but because you want to tell him and let him know that you also know. You understand? So for example, I think I gave that example last time as well. Somebody, let's say he's really tired in class. And I say, yeah, you were up on WhatsApp till 4 o'clock last night, weren't you? And I see the last thread. So he knows that. Why am I telling you? To let you know that I know. Do you understand? So you have two types. You have to tell the person because he doesn't know, or to tell the person something he already knows because you want to tell him that you also know. That's what we're discussing here. Do you understand in English? Let's go to the text. So Agراض, this heading up in brackets, it's not in the main book, but I've added it in because it helps you identify where a new section starts. So I've put it in as on the bracket. So أغراض الخبر الأصلية. Sorry, الأصلية. أغراض الخبر الأصلية. Sifa of أغراض. The original purposes, or the original purposes of khabar. Okay? And you say, والأصل, meaning the origin, the main purpose. والأصل في الخبر أن يلقى. That the original reason, the origin, that the main thing in khabar is that it is presented, it is given. Al-qa, yulqi, ilqan literally means to throw. When we're talking about kalam, it means to give information or to present information. So it is presented, it is given, لإفادة, to report. Afada yufid means to give benefit, so to report. So khabar, the original purpose of khabar is to present information or report to the mukhatab. Mukhatab means what? The one who is addressed, who you're addressing, the addressee. So to report to the mukhatab the hukm, the information. الذي تزمنته الجملة, to present to him the information which that sentence comprises of. So al-aslu fil khabari, the origin or the main purpose in khabar is to present أن يلقى لإفادة المخاطب الحكم الذي تزمنته الجملة. The origin or the main purpose in khabar is to present, and yulqa, that it is presented. So the main purpose of khabar is that it's presented. Why is it presented? To report to the mukhatab, the addressee, that information which the sentence comprises of. Tazammana, to comprise. Okay? So the origin in khabar is that it is presented to report to the mukhatab that information which the sentence comprises of. For example, كما في قولنا حضر الأمير. For example, if we say حضر الأمير, the king is here, the prince is here, the leader is here. So nobody knows, we're telling him. That's a main purpose. Purpose number one. Main purpose number two, أو to أن يلقى لإفادة, out from that. Or the second primary purpose of khabar is it is presented لإفادة أن المتكلم عالم به. To report that the mutakallim is alim, is also aware. Alimun bihi is aware of that. For example, I say to you, you weren't here yesterday. Or you were absent yesterday. Or you left early yesterday. You came late today. So what am I saying? That I am presenting this report to the addressee. I am presenting this information to the addressee to inform him that I'm also aware, that the mutakallim is aware of that information. Like for example, حضر أنت حضرت أمسي. If I'm telling you this, obviously you know, and if you didn't come, or you were present, you know. So I'm not telling you so that to inform you, but I'm telling you so that you also know that I know. وَيُسَمَّى الْحُكْمُ فائدة الخبر. When you give the مخاطب, the addressee information, you call that فائدة الخبر. That is a فائدة of the خبر. So when you're telling somebody something they don't know, that's called what? فائدة الخبر. ويسمى, add from this, ويسمى كون المتكلم عالما به لازم الفائدة. And you call the mutakallim, knowing the hukam, the lazim or the lazim of the fa'ida, lazim al-fa'ida. That's what we call it. So if I know something and I'm telling you because you don't know, you say what? This is what? The fa'idatul khabari. And if I am telling you to let you know that I know, that's called the lazim al-fa'ida. So it's not, okay? You get it? Right, now whilst we're here, I'm not sure which copies you have. In our copies, it has تزمنته الجملة. What do you have in yours? تزمن, تزمنت. مكتبة البشرى copy تزمن. And in our copy, we have تزمنت. Now both is correct, both are correct. Why? Because الجملة is مؤنث حقيقي or مجازي? مؤنث مجازي. If you have مؤنث مجازي, you don't have to have what? Bring it in agreement. Number one. Number two, even if it was مؤنث حقيقي, there's what? A فاصلة. Between the فعل تزمن and the fa'il, what is there? There's a split. What's the split? The maf'ul comes. So because of this, you can have muzakkar and muannas. So some copies have tazammanahu al-jumlatu. The Maktabat al-Bushra copy has that one. And other books have tazammanathu al-jumla. Both is permissible. For example, look. Ja'ahum al-bayyinat. So look, here you can have both. Ja'athum al-bayyinat ya ja'ahum al-bayyinat. Because not is muannas majazi. So you can have the muzakkar form. If you have the muzakkar or muannas form. I'll give you another example of, obviously the Fa'idatul Khabr is very common. But I'll give you an example of Lazim al-Fa'ida. Hadith of Jibreel. What happened? Ja'a rajulun. Hazrat Jibreel al-Amin came. فَجَلَسَ إِنْدَ رُكْبَتَهِ. He sat by the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. فَقَالْ يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ مَا الْإِسْلَامِ. What did he say? قَالْ لَا تُشْرِكُ بِاللَّهِ شَيْئًا وَتُقِيمُ الصَّلَاةَ وَتُؤْتِ الزَّكَاةَ وَتَصُومُ رَمَضَانَ. And what did the person say? The person asked a question. Then what did he say? Sadaqta. You spoke the truth. So when you ask a question and you reply saying, yeah, you spoke the truth. Why is he saying that? So basically he's telling the Prophet that I know as well that you're saying the truth. Okay? So he can inform that he's an angel. Because if you say sadaqta, that means, oh, you don't know you're saying the truth, but I'm telling you you're right. If I ask you a question, you're not sure, I say, yeah, correct. Because you don't know. You understand? When I say correct, if I say, where do you live? You say, give me an address. I say, correct. So I was like, well, you know as well. How do you know? You follow me on Google Earth or something, checking out where my house is. So you have a big garden, not you.
It's a rhetorical question which should answer.
Yeah. So he said, do you know? So why Islam said this? This is Islam and sadaqta. So he said sadaqta, he's not informing the Prophet ﷺ. He's saying that I know as well. And also telling the people around him that look, I know that this. So when the Sahaba was sitting around the Prophet ﷺ, and he said sadaqta, the Sahaba were like, how does he know? Okay, that's a lazim al-fa'ida. You got it? Yeah? Any question regarding that? So these are the two primary causes, the two primary reasons that you give a khabar. Okay? Now after that, now the second section is now the secondary reasons of ilqa'ul khabar, to giving a khabar. Okay?